Stretches of highway under waist-deep water had to be closed as cars were nearly swept away. In Indiana, dozens of drivers made wrong turns into treacherous waters. Those flooded roads also made it difficult for firefighters to get to a burning building. Flooding is not just a problem in the Midwest. From upstate New York to western Pennsylvania, creeks unexpectedly overflowed into homes.
We've been here for 25 years, and this is the worst we've had.
Across the country in Washington state, heavy rains triggered mudslides, which blocked highways, stranding some motorists overnight. In Arizona and Southern California, it was the lack of moisture and strong wind that created a blinding dust storm. And in the South, brutal triple-digit temperatures are a concern heading into this weekend.
The fire captain in the city of Napa, California, says it was the worst shaking he has ever experienced. The quake hit in the dead of night, setting off raging fires like this one, sending bottles flying off the shelves in the heart of wine country. Look at this surveillance video. Cameras rolling during the quake itself, vehicles shaking as debris falls all around. And there it is on the map, the magnitude 6.0 quake hitting just north of San Francisco. The governor has declared a state of emergency tonight.
3:20 a.m. Sunday, the quake strikes in the dead of night. The earth-shattering moment caught on surveillance video, shaking people out of bed.
I woke up and thought, oh my God, this is it. You know, this is the big one.
These store shelves thrashed around before the power goes out. Seconds later, the shaking is over, but the chaos has just begun. The monster 6.0 quake, the worst to hit the Bay Area in 25 years. Fires rage in the scenic tourist town of Napa. More than a dozen buildings in the historic downtown ravaged. Shattered glass, cars buried in brick, and roads ripped wide open. Control tower windows at Napa County Airport completely blown out. And this clock frozen in time.
After this morning's earthquake in Napa, California, concerns tonight about another earthquake, a magnitude 7.0 earthquake that struck just a short time ago in Peru. Chad, what do you say? Any tie between a quake in Northern California and one south of there in Peru in South America?
You know, Jim, if the Northern California quake was much bigger, then I would say yes, there's a potential that there could be some teleconnection, but likely not here with a 6.0 and Peru down as a 7.0.
Let's turn to Central America, which has been in the grip of one of the worst droughts in decades.
The government of Guatemala has actually declared a state of emergency as a result of the prolonged drought the country has been suffering. More than 200,000 families have now been affected as crops have failed across the country. And Guatemala is not alone in its plight. Drought has also been affecting neighbouring Honduras, El Salvador and nearby Nicaragua.
Iceland continues to prepare this morning for a possible volcano eruption. The volcano, buried deep under one of Europe's largest glaciers, is rumbling to life. Since August 16th, more than 3,000 tremors per minute have led to more than 2,600 earthquakes.
And just this morning, a 5.7 earthquake rumbled across the glacier. And so scientists are very nervous.
Big mystery this morning. Good morning, everyone. Residents in Harrisburg are still trying to figure out exactly what those flashing lights are. Aliens? A drone, maybe? Well, even the local police department does not have an answer.
Oh, I am scared to death now.
It's the video that's sparking rumors of extraterrestrial life.
I thought it was a plane until I realized it wasn't moving, and I watched it for about 20 minutes.
Wilkerson called 911.
Look at that, look at that, look at that!
But even police were dumbfounded.